Hey everyone, so I'm back again for another video. This time around I'm going to show you guys my Game Boy Color collection. Now, I gave you guys an updated look at my Game Boy collection, so I thought I might as well show you the Game Boy Color games next. I'm not entirely sure though if this will be the next collection video that I upload after my Game Boy collection video. Uh, Honestly, there's a couple different collection videos that I did within the last few days, so let's see what gets posted when. So I'm going to start out with the Japanese games that I have. There's just a couple of them, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the hardware, and then I'm going to get into my Game Boy Color game collection. So first up, because I collect everything Pokemon, I have Pokemon Gold, or Pocket Monsters Gold and Pocket Monsters Silver completed in their boxes, and I got these for fairly cheap. This one actually, I think I played. Wow, I can't talk right now. I think I paid around $10 for this one, including shipping, and this one here was closer to, I believe, closer to $6. But either way, I have both of them now. Now I just need to get Crystal, and let's see, I need Crystal, Blue, and Green, and I'll have the first 3 generations of Pokemon games complete in box from Japan. Now, the other Japanese game that I have is actually this set here. It's got a game inside, and it's got this attachment. It's from what I understand, it's mobile golf. It's a little sun faded. You see the proper color on the other sides more so. On the front it is, like I said, just sun faded. But it has inside the game in the box. And it is a pretty decent golf game on the Game Boy Color. And it also has this attachment here. It's the Mobile Adapter GB. Basically, it lets you connect your Game Boy Color to a whole bunch of different brands of cell phone, and there was supposed to be added features and stuff like that by connecting it, and it was kind of an interesting little thing. And you know me, I like accessories and weird controllers and stuff like that, so when I saw this, I had to go right for it. Now, the hardware that I don't have any sort of limited edition systems. I really wish I had one of the Pokemon Game Boy Colors, but those are out of my price range right now. And I know there are a couple other limited edition ones as well, but I have just a pretty basic set. So, for those of you that may not know, the Game Boy Color was initially released in 5 different colors, each of them symbolized by the colors in the name Game Boy Color. You can see me reflected there in the Game Boy. Hi. But yeah, this one here is the Berry Game Boy Color. Next up is Grape. Then there is Kiwi. Then Dandelion. And the one that doesn't fit at all with the other ones, Teal. And I also have the Atomic Purple Game Boy Color as well. And if you've noticed, these two here don't say Game Boy Color on them, and that's because these were replacement screens, because they were really scratched up on the ones that I had before. And these ones here actually, they came from Fan Expo last year from an EB Games booth, and they were selling them for like a couple dollars each, so it was stupid not to buy up all the ones that had matching battery covers as well. Anyways, that's it for hardware, and here's my game collection. I'm going to start out with my favorite games, and that is the Pokemon series, of course. And I have Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Silver, and Pokemon Crystal. Sorry, that one barely even showed up. Pokemon Crystal. Now, I had Silver version from when I was a kid, but the version that I had the battery had died on it, and the content was just gone, and even the label on it was a little torn up. So I went ahead and traded off that one, and I kept this one here that had a nicer label on it when I got it just recently. And then the interesting thing about the Game Boy Color games is that there were certain kinds of Game Boy Color games that were released with the same shape as a standard Game Boy cartridge, but they're black instead of light gray. And I guess these were so that they'd be compatible with the Game Boy Pocket as well as the Game Boy Color. And there were other ones that had this design here that you could only play on the Game Boy Color. So I'm going to start out with these ones here, and these are the games that I have. First is Conker's Pocket Tales, and honestly this is not Conker's like you'd want to play it. It really needs to be M-rated and raunchy, because this was just a disappointing game. Next is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. It was also released without the DX, just a standard Game Boy release, but this one has added color, and I think 2 extra dungeons or something that have something to do with color. Next is Pocket Bomberman. And I actually like this Bomberman game. It's really easy for me to play. There's still some degree of difficulty to it, but I usually suck at Bomberman games, and this has been one of the easiest for me to just pick up and play. It sucks that there's no save feature in it, though. Next is a game I actually haven't played yet. It's called Quest for Camelot. I got this in a lot of games, I believe, so I didn't really pick this one out, and it was just sort of thrown in with the rest of the stuff that I got. Next is Rampage World Tour. I believe it's just a fighting game. It's made by Midway, and you fight as different monsters, I believe, but I honestly can't remember. I haven't played that in a long time. And then the last one from these black cartridges is the Rugrats movie and Rugrats Time Travelers. They're both pretty basic platformers. They're kind of difficult at parts just because you don't really know what you're doing, and then at other parts they're just terribly easy. There's no really point in playing them. They were kind of disappointing. The only reason I really wanted them was because, well, they were really cheap, and because there was a nostalgia factor there for me, because Rugrats was one of my favorite shows growing up. Anyways, next up are the Game Boy Color only cartridges, so let's get into these. First up is Army Men. I have the Army Men collection for the PS1. I have not played this yet. I should probably give it a chance, though. I believe it is a strategy RPG, or sorry, a strategy kind of game. I don't know exactly what kind of game this is, but yeah, I think it was strategy, sort of war sim, something like that. Next is The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. I have not played this yet. I got the download code on the 3DS for Oracle of Seasons, I believe, when I bought A Link Between Worlds, but I didn't really spend too much time playing that. At least this one here, the battery still saves, but as you can see, the label is kind of worn out there. Next is a game that, I don't know, the price on this is all over the place. Sometimes it's really cheap, sometimes it's very expensive. There's just no sort of regular middle-of-the-ground price for it. It's called Lufia: The Legend Returns. And I wish I had one of the Lufia games for the Super Nintendo, but I really only played this for like 5 minutes, and I haven't played it in over a year. Next is a game I got for free. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. It's called NSYNC Get to the Show. And the next game here of the pile that I grabbed is Rescue Heroes Fire Frenzy. And I haven't played this one either, but I can assume that it's some kind of a platformer. just 5 more games here. Nothing too special with this, and it's kind of a cruddy port. It's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and somebody's drawn BS on it. Just BS. Next is Towers Lord Banif's Deceit. I don't know what to say really about this. I believe, if I remember correctly, this is a first-person shooter, a sort of Wolfenstein, Doom kind of game, but with magic and stuff like that instead of a gun. Next is a platformer I actually really like. It's Wario Land 3. I, though, need to delete the save file that's on here because I'm just not able to figure out at that point what I'm supposed to do. Next is X-Men Mutant Academy. I got this in a lot of games, and I really haven't played it yet, so I don't know what kind of game this is. All I know is I stuck it into the system to see that it turned on. It did, and I just left it. And the last of my Game Boy Color games is Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories, and I actually have a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Card games, because I always liked the idea of playing the game, but I didn't really want to damage my cards or have them stolen or anything like that. So I didn't really bring my cards to school with me all that often. So I never got to actually play against other people. And I went ahead and picked up this game along with a Game Boy Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. I think the Sacred something. And I practiced playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On these games. Anyways, that's it for my Game Boy Color collection. If there's anything that you want more information about in this collection that I have, just let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Any other questions, comments, ideas, suggestions, stories of your own, anything at all, again, leave it in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Check out some of my other videos. I have tons of collection videos posted, tons of pickup videos. Check out some of my reviews. Anything really. I have almost 300 videos up. There's tons to look at. And yep, check out my Twitter, my Facebook, my website. They're all linked in the description below. And that's it. I'm rambling and it's 13 minutes long now. See ya.